Welcome to US History Notes. In today's episode, we explore one of the most transformative chapters in American history, the first half of the 19th century. From 1800 to 1850, the United States grew from a fragile young republic into a continental power filled with opportunity, conflict, innovation, and deepening division. This is the story of expansion, struggle, ambition, and the rising tensions that would eventually lead to the Civil War. In 1800, the United States was just a 24-year-old country, still experimenting with democracy. The population was small, only about 6 million people, and most Americans lived on farms along the East Coast. There were just 16 states, no railroads, no telegraphs, no major cities beyond a few coastal ports. Thomas Jefferson won the election of 1800, marking the first peaceful transfer of power between political parties, a major milestone for the young republic. It proved that American democracy could survive disagreement. Everything changed in 1803. With the Louisiana Purchase, President Jefferson bought over 800,000 square miles of territory from France. Overnight, America doubled in size. The land stretched from the Mississippi River to the Rocky Mountains, a vast unexplored region. To understand what the nation had just acquired, Jefferson sent Meriwether Lewis and William Clark on a legendary expedition. Their journey lasted more than 2 years. They mapped rivers, documented wildlife, met Native American nations, and opened the West to American imagination. In 1812, tensions with Great Britain erupted into war once again. British forces burned the Capitol and the White House, shaking the nation's confidence. But the United States refused to collapse. The defense of Fort McHenry inspired the writing of the Star-Spangled Banner. Andrew Jackson's victory at New Orleans gave Americans the sense that the young republic had truly survived and earned respect on the world stage. After the war, the country entered what historians call the era of good feelings, a time of nationalism and unity. Between the 1810s and 1830s, America was changing faster than ever. In the North, the Industrial Revolution arrived. Factories, canals, and new machines reshaped daily life. Cities like Boston, Philadelphia, and New York grew rapidly. The Erie Canal transformed trade and connected the Atlantic to the Midwest. Meanwhile, in the South, cotton became king. Eli Whitney's cotton gin increased production dramatically, but also deepened dependence on enslaved labor. 2 economies, 2 cultures, 2 very different visions for America's future. In 1820, a political crisis nearly tore the nation apart. Missouri wanted to enter the Union as a slave state. The North resisted, fearing slavery's expansion. The South insisted the Constitution protected their rights. The Missouri Compromise admitted Missouri as a slave state, Maine as a free state, and drew a line across the country, slavery permitted below it, banned above it. It solved the crisis, but only temporarily. Beneath the surface, America was becoming a divided nation. The election of Andrew Jackson in 1828 marked a new political era. Jackson claimed to represent the common man, expanding democratic participation for white men while pushing strong federal authority. But his legacy is controversial. His policy of removing Native American nations from their homelands, especially the Cherokee, led to one of the darkest chapters in American history, the Trail of Tears. Thousands were forced to march westward under brutal conditions, and many never survived the journey. During the 1830s and 1840s, Americans embraced a powerful belief, manifest destiny, the idea that the United States was destined to expand across the continent. Texas fought for its independence from Mexico in 1836 and joined the United States in 1845. This pushed the two nations into conflict. The Mexican-American War soon followed. When it ended in 1848, the U.S. acquired massive new territories, including California, New Mexico, Nevada, Utah, and more. The map of America was nearly complete. But the political crisis was only beginning. By 1850, expansion brought the nation to a dangerous crossroads. California wanted to enter as a free state, and once again the balance of power was threatened. The Compromise of 1850 admitted California as free, but gave the South the harsh Fugitive Slave Act, a law that inflamed Northern anger and pushed the country closer to collapse. In just a decade, these tensions would explode into the deadliest conflict in American history, the Civil War. From 1800 to 1850, America expanded, industrialized, and transformed, but also created divisions that would shape its darkest hour. In our next episodes, we'll follow the timeline step by step, leading all the way to the Civil War. Thank you for watching US History Notes. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and continue exploring America's past with us.